What if Deku was a god of destruction? Part 4. Finally, today I'm going to reply. Sorry I didn't yesterday. Today. Okay, so where I left off is it's time for the sports festival. Everyone is just really excited, and Deku is like, oh, I'm gonna go to my dad's place. I'm gonna go to Vegito's planet. As he just puts his fingers up to his forehead in the middle of class, and everyone's like, "What? Where is he going? Still halfway. We still have the rest of the school day." As they hear a pop sound, they just hear a pop sound, and he's gone. Kind of from Dragon Ball Z abridged, I think. And like everyone's like, "Where the heck did he go? Did he just leave in the middle of class to go train?" And then they all just looked at Mr. Azal, and he's like, "I don't care. You guys can leave too." So they basically just leave. So Deku just arrives on the planet, and he's like, "I need more training." So basically, Vegito's like, "I'm not really sure what I should train you on. I know you have God Ki within you, since I'm a god, so I can first let you unlock that." Like, he can let him unlock Super Saiyan God mode, not Super Saiyan God Ascension, which is basically Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan Rose, which he already has. But the Super Saiyan God thing is like a less powerful version, but more powerful than Super Saiyan 3, so it's useful. So basically, he helps him unlock it, not with the Saiyan method, as the Saiyan method basically gives God Ki. Basically gives a mortal version of God Ki. Well, he already has it, so he actually can with enough training, he ends up doing this, which he ends up mastering 2 weeks. They don't go into the hyperbolic time chamber just because they're like, it doesn't really matter. So basically, it's time for the sports festival. Midnight is like, okay, we are going to be doing the sports festival, but first, Deku is going to come up and give us his speech. As he comes up, holding a bunch of weights in both of his hands, as he drops them down on the floor, basically destroying the entire arena, shaking like the earth, and he's like, "These are the weights I'm going to be carrying. I'm going to have on my arms and legs. If you guys can't beat me, that's just sad." As he puts them on, and then like people are asking him how much they are, as he smiles and says, "I don't really know kilograms. I don't really know kilograms basically. So I'm just going to say, oh yeah, they're 1,000,000 pounds each, and he's wearing 2 on each. Or let's just say 100,000 kilograms or whatever that Goku was doing on King Kai's planet, basically." And they're like really big, and everyone's like, "Geez, is this kid really gonna do that?" So Midnight basically says, "Okay, let's get started. Let's see which contest we'll be doing first. To start off, let's spin the wheel to see which one." And it ends up landing on a race. So everyone's like, "Oh, cool, a race. Let's do this." So they all head over to the race ground. And then their race, basically just get ready. And Deku's in his stance. Goku's stance, basically. As Midnight yells, 3, 2, 1, go! As he jumps off, he just jumps up and starts flying. As he's flying, he stops at all of the 0-pointer robots, and he's like, "Oh, this should be easy." As he looks at them, then smiles and says goodbye. As he raises his hand, and saying, Hakai. He makes 3 Hakais. Well, he makes 3 Hakais, 1 in each hand and then 1 on his tail. I'm just going to say because that sounds pretty cool. And fires them off at each robot, instantly disintegrating each one as soon as they touch. Everyone's like, what the heck? This kid's power. It's amazing. He just destroyed all those robots. And he's wearing all those weights. What could this kid's quirk be? As he jumped off. And he's basically just flying. He flies right over everything, and then it gets to the mines. He's like, oh yeah, this is going to be fun. As everyone is still, like, where the robots are. And they're like, what the heck? Where are they going? As they're still disappearing. And Deku basically just digs up all of the, he digs up every single one of the mines and just puts them all in a pile right at the front. So the first person and the person in second place will basically get blown up. So he does that and then just walks the rest of the way. And it ends up being Todoroki and Bakugo in second, like in a tie. And they're each fighting each other, not realizing that they just stepped on a mine. And then it just explodes, some massive explosion. And he's like, stupid Bakugo and Todoroki, as they just look at each other with, like, their face completely charred from the massive explosion that just happened. And they were kind of pissed off, like, what the hell? As they just keep running, but, like, they're hurt because they just got hit with, like, a freaking massive explosion. Like, what else do you expect? So Todoroki gets second, Bakugo gets third, all I'm gonna say, and then it's time for the cavalry battle. Everyone looks at him and he's like, if that's how much power he has, he's still not gonna win with all of us coming at him, right? Because Midnight just announced that he has 10 million points, and he's like, you guys aren't gonna join my team? I don't need you. If you guys don't want to get first, then you guys should join a different team. And everyone's kind of scared by this, as he lets his aura, as he goes into his god aura, he goes into Super Saiyan Rose, which is menacing looking basically, and everyone just gets scared of him. And like in the final minute, all the people that don't have a team that were like rejecting him to join are coming up to him and says, hey, could we be on your team? And he's like, no, you guys rejected me when I asked you guys to join, so nobody's gonna be on my team. As he stands up and just flies up into the air. As he says, first one to touch me gets my 10 million headband. As he just sits up there in midair, just staring down at everyone. And everyone's like, what the heck? This kid's too cocky. He's going to end up losing. As everyone that can tries to get up at him. Todoroki, Bakugo. Who else? Who else has a quirk to get up there? Well, like a ton of people start to get up there. Mainly Todoroki and Bakugo. Only for Deku to immediately put his fists out, crossing his arms, and then sending his arms in the opposite direction where they are on his body, instantly hitting both of them in the face, sending them straight down into the stadium. As he laughs and says, if this is the best you got, just accept defeat. As he just keeps laughing. And everyone's just kind of pissed off, but accepts it. He's like, oh, this kid's too cocky for his own good, but he's too strong. So everyone just stays away. And now it's time for the 1v1s. Deku is just walking as Endeavor. Endeavor is just standing there and he's like, hey, you're that kid that got kidnapped, and you said you're the strongest being on Earth, right? Pfft, as if make Shoto use his fire side. And he's like, as if I'll do that for some child abuser who abused multiple of his children and his wife. It's like, how do you know that? And he says, look, I'm the god of destruction's son. I can destroy this whole planet if I want to. If you think I'm bluffing, here, you saw this completely destroy the zero pointers, and I'm facing it right at the ground. If you don't want me to do that, you better shut up. You better apologize to Todoroki, too. What you did was horrible. You should be thankful that I'm not destroying you right here. As he looks with menace in his eyes, about like just holding the Hakai right above the earth, and he's like, fine. And this is all before Todoroki and Deku's match, because Endeavor knows that Deku is strong, so he's probably going to end up versing his son, basically. So now we are at, let me see, we are at, oh yeah, so Todoroki pulls him aside and says, I know you're strong, but I will always find a way to beat you. And he's like, as if, keep trying and you'll keep getting closer to death. As he just laughs maniacally, walking away. So, first match is Deku versus Shinso. Deku just walks up like, this should be easy. This kid doesn't even have this kid has a brainwash quirk. As he's walking up to Shinso, and Shinso starts saying, you must be lucky to have such a powerful quirk. You have to be lucky. I forgot how Deku's mom died. I'll have to watch part 1. Huh. You must be lucky having such a powerful quirk. Unlike me, who has just a measly villain quirk. And he's like, oh yeah. I'm not lucky at all, because I'm quirkless, you realize. I'm not even human. That's why I'm so strong. If you think that if you think that you can beat somebody who's not even a human, an alien, why don't you try that? I'm the third most powerful being in the universe, and the most powerful being on this planet. If you think you're stronger than me, you can go ahead and try. He's like, I got you. And he's like, what do you mean you got me? Your quirk doesn't work on me. Nobody's quirk is even strong enough to even hurt me. So I will. I don't even have to be at this school. The teachers just asked me to, and I didn't even take the exam. I didn't sign up. I was there, though, and I didn't even care. I just destroyed robots because I knew they were going to peg for me, seeing how powerful I was. I could care less. Care less about this school. I could just become a hero right now. I'm like, I'd care. I don't even need a license because I'm stronger than everybody. As he just walks up to Shinso. Shinso's like pissing himself, like, jeez, this kid, what the hell? He's like, as he comes up right behind him and says, pinky flick, just flicks his head, sending him flying into the opposite side of the arena, and he's like, well, it looks like I won, to a completely unconscious Shinso, as he just walks out. All the matches go the same, and Bakugo is in the finals. So Bakugo's in the finals, and now it's Todoroki versus Deku to see who goes to the finals. Deku's just smiling maniacally at Todoroki, and Todoroki's like, if you think you can beat me, you can't. Those weights just make you an easier target. So he's like, these weights are only a fraction of what I train with. As he flies over towards Todoroki. punching him in the face, and Todoroki is sent flying back, but Deku stops him, picks him up, and chucks him at the ground, completely knocking him out, and says, "Wow, what a waste of time. If you think you can only beat me with your ice, you'd be wrong." That's where I'm going to leave it off, guys, and remember, your comments are always appreciated. I just forgot to reply, and yeah, guys, bye.